Hey there, Aquarius. It's Jen from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your November 2019 tarot reading. I was just shuffling the cards and going to lay them all out, and they started flying out. So I just thought I'd start the reading. So you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is denial, feeling trapped in a situation, feeling bound to someone or something that you don't want, or a behavior. This can be addictions or behaviors, um, whatever came to mind. And I see you really breaking free from that in November, seeing the elephant in the room, getting over your denial or your attachment to something unhealthy, relationship, job, behavior, anything that we just said. So you're taking the blindfold off and you're being able to see really clearly. And you are the one that is able, someone does come along and cuts or binds, but you are able to free yourself from this situation. You just have to cut away all the sort of emotional ties to it and really use your left brain and just look at things very matter of fact. Like, this person's toxic, this situation's toxic, I need to move away. Not, well, they had a bad childhood and they've really had a hard time and no. Like, it's nice that you can have that empathy, but not to your detriment, right? So you're really seeing something clearly. For some of you, it could be that you need to end a marriage. We have the Hierophant. Or cut ties with some sort of institution. Could be a job. Maybe some of you, this is weird, but are leaving a church. Yeah. Cutting ties with something that was probably like a pretty big part of your life. Oh man, this little sneaky guy has been coming up a lot. Especially came up for like Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I don't know if at Cancer. I think those top three. This is just like, yeah, someone, and maybe that's what it is. You realize you were bamboozled by someone, and you were in denial, or you just didn't see it. You know, these people can be really, really slick and smooth, but you know, this guy is, just give him enough rope to hang himself, figuratively, because he's gonna step in it. He's gonna get his. And yeah, that's no fun. But I feel like you're seeing it now. Um, and you have the Empress. That's organic. That's just allowing. It's Yeah, it's like allowing the situation, not trying to control it, not trying to bring the other person to justice or whatever, just allowing and accepting that the universe, that it will be taken care of, and not spending any more time or energy on that person or that situation. Um, you're getting your mojo back though, which is great. You're getting energy back. You're getting passionate about something. You're motivated, you're enthusiastic, you're ready to charge forward. So maybe this situation had really weighed you down. Maybe you have had emotional eating and you finally are like, "Oh my God, this is tied." Maybe there was some sort of trauma in your past that you may have suppressed. Um, and this is all coming to light, and you're able to shed weight, get active, get moving, help others. I can see you even becoming motivated to help others that had been in your situation. Boy, this came up for not Pisces, but maybe Pisces, since I just said that. Capricorn, like having had someone in your sphere that was struggling, because him pouring this, it's like, I'm gonna stop drinking. Um, Not being tied to something like that. There's a fertility theme here. Maybe some of you someone may have gotten pregnant, you or your significant other, and you're like, all right, I need to be healthy for this kid. And it really was a catalyst for making some healthy lifestyle changes. Maybe you're buying a new house. Maybe you need to get your financial thing in order. We do have a rabbit here. She's a very good manager. Looking at your finances. And this is two people like coming together. I said like again. I say like too much. Coming together and coming to an agreement and pooling their energy towards one goal. I don't usually read this card this way, but this is how it's coming through. So really meeting a like-minded person where you share the same, same goals. To me, this looks like don't get hung up on gender, whatever gender works, just that way. Unfortunately, a lot of these cards are just stereotypes for an example. I see two people coming together for a common goal. That's what I'm saying. If I could get it out. Someone's getting control of anger issues, emotional problems. I see mental health counseling. Really turning to spiritual, like mindfulness, meditation, that type of wellness. Going to the doctor. I just see like this makeover this read. So you may be making over your house, making your place more comfortable, moving. Maybe you live someplace that's kind of old and run down and you're like, is there lead here? Is there so get carbon monoxide, but radon testing done, especially if you live on a lower level of an apartment building. Make sure like your air is healthy. You may want to move out to the country, have trees, put plants in your place. I feel like she's saying you need to get grounded. And as a fire sign, you may need to get grounded. Get your hands in the dirt, grow your own herbs. Even if you live in an urban environment, you can have a little herb garden. You can grow your own, a few things. And just doing that, I feel like is going to really bring some fresh air. Yeah, air. Something about air, guys. So really make sure you're living in a healthy environment, especially if you're going to bring a baby in. Maybe someone's a smoker. Stop smoking. Stop vaping. Don't vape around other people and cause them to have to inhale anything. So if you live as a smoker, if you can't get them to stop, they need to go outside. And there's also a lot of evidence that secondhand smoke obviously is someone smokes and they breathe it out and then you inhale that. But there's also thirdhand smoke. The smoke gets caught in fabrics and just in things. It permeates things in the car, so just sitting on the couch where a smoker smoked a lot, you can also get more toxins that way, carcinogens. So like air things out, get rid of things. I just see you like freshening up. Oh, so you may want to get, I don't know. I never know what's like. I've had this sage for a long time. I actually don't care for the sage smell, but I use it for cleansing. Go around, sage, or just open windows, open cabinets, open windows. Just sort of fan things out. Just get negative energy out of places. Make sure you're not bringing negative energy home. I'm sure on YouTube there's a million places for protection. Make sure when you come home you leave that outside. I don't know if any of you work somewhere where you could be bringing fibers home on your clothes. I don't think there's a lot of asbestos anymore, but something like that where you could be bringing fibers home. I don't know, I guess some environmental issues potentially. So that was really weird. I usually don't go off on something like that, or so maybe that's something that happened in the past though, and now you're breathing free, because I see this, you're like getting your house in order, getting things clean, moving forward with energy and enthusiasm and inspiration. So maybe you're going to have more an environmental cause. It could be clean drinking water. Get your drinking water checked. Just get a checkup. Get yourself checked up, get your house checked up, get your water checked up, get your environment. Make sure you're not at work in unhealthy conditions, things like that. All right, so that's a very different reading, but that's what's coming out. So just going to pull these cards for a love reading, although they haven't necessarily been about love. They've been about sort of adding sometimes to the reading or just some more information. We'll see what comes up. Yeah, making sure you're not eating. I saw that little fish eating too much, what is it, tuna with mercury or something like that. You may need to leave a landlord situation. Some of you felt stabbed in the back by someone. Like maybe you stood by, this happens, you stand by, it's the Eight of Swords again. You definitely waking up for dinner. I don't see, for the people that this is resonating with, I see you breaking free from some sort of situation, not being super enthusiastic about getting into it again. For those people that were already together and that were coming together for a common goal. So we have the Nine of Wands, Perseverance, Five of Swords. So here's Nine of Wands. There's a gunshot. It's hunting season here in Vermont. Five of Swords. Just someone who didn't have your best interest in heart that you thought did. It may be this King of Cups. We have this Eight of Swords again, this denial, this feeling trapped and bound. But with this beautiful Magician, you're like, I'm out of that. You're breaking a family. Some of you, this is all over the place, guys. I'm sorry, but another message, you're breaking a negative family legacy, a negative family. You're breaking a pattern. And look how happy, like waking up and saying, I broke this pattern. This is not going to continue another generation. And that's what I think this is coming out of this. And it may be hard because, let me tell you, families are really sort of attached to their dysfunction. And if you're the one that breaks it, that breaks free, you're often labeled the bad, difficult person when you're just like, I'm not going to tolerate this toxicity. Yeah, there's some sort of toxicity. And you realize this month you have everything you need to make the life you want. Regardless of where you grew up or what happened in the past, you can create the magical, beautiful life that you want moving forward. What legacy do you want to leave behind? And here we have that Queen of Pentacles, of grounding yourself, taking action and moving forward. It's a really intense energy, but really healing. Although I can see it was a difficult thing for you to sort of understand and come to the realization and break free from. Now that you have, you may even now be helping other people that are in these types of situations. Okay, well, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you have a great November, and I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.